So it's been a while since I checked in and did a video. I've been still in my word. There have been some things that have came and happened and that I've had to deal with. But one thing I learned today is I was listening to a sermon by a woman named what's her name? Stephanie Okafor, and she had a powerful message, and she was talking about how there are seasons where window is open, and God is like, okay, walk in this window, walk in it, because now is your opening. And often people can get distracted and allow things that they feel are important or a big factor in their life to where they're like, oh, I can't just walk away. There's this and there's these factors. And she gave an example. It was a good example. Now, if you don't know Stephanie Okafor, she is Nigerian, but she was raised here in America. Excuse me. She said that we all would understand what this is, about, and understand it. So she said there was a time period where certain visas and certain visas were being denied to come here to the United States. So for example, let's say someone's coming on a visiting visa to visit their family. Now they were only giving the people 3 months, when before you can get a visiting visa for a year or longer. Now it's 3 months. And she gave an example and said, what if your daughter was pregnant and you knew she was having a baby, and God told you to go get the visa, and in your mind you're like, oh, I can always go get the visa, I don't need to rush, you'll get it, the office is there, I know I can always get a visa. And then the laws change, and now you can't go get the visa because the laws. So now she said, now you're not able to go see your daughter have her baby, so you miss out on that. And now you are praying to God, hey, open back up the windows. And it's like, no, you have to wait. You have to wait now, because that window closed. I told you to go do it, and you wanted to rest on your own understanding and what you know, and your pride in some instance, to rely on yourself. So now the window's closed. Now you have to wait. So, and she was like, and then people get mad at God. It's like, no, why are you mad at God? He told you what to do, and you did what you wanted to do. So it's very important to move when God says move, no matter what your own feelings are, no matter how invested you are in anything. It could be friendships, it can be relationships, it can be job, and it could be anything. When God tells you to move, and you get that feeling inside, I feel like this is my time. I feel like God is pushing me. I feel like God is trying to get me to do this and move here and do this. And you need to just do it. Go. Do it, and don't let anything hold you back. If it's you, a person, a situation, don't let anything hold you back. Just move, because you don't want to have to wait for that window to open up again. And then she said in the message, oh, you 10 years. Guys, okay, no, you got to wait 10 years. It's oh, okay. But you really don't start to feel it until that, like she said, that first year passed, the second year passed, the third year passed, fourth year passed. You're like, okay, God, where's my breakthrough? He's like, you got 5 more years. I tried to warn you. I've tried to make you aware. I told you to move. I told you to do it. I told you. And you wanted to do what you wanted to do. So now you have to wait. Not because I'm mad at you. Not because I'm trying to punish you or you're bad. No, because of laws. People don't like to follow laws. They want to follow laws. They want laws to work when it benefits them. And I'm speaking to myself too. I'm not sitting here being all perfect. They want laws to work when it works for them. But when it's working against them, they want to be victim. They want to be they want to be a victim. They want to be vindicated. And it doesn't work like that. You have to abide by the laws. And I'm learning in this season, there are laws that I have to abide by. not because of punishment. God is not punishing me. He's not punishing me. This is not a punishment. This is not a fire and brimstone. This is not like a heaven or hell. This is an obedience. This is not about heaven or hell right now. This is about Janae doing what she's supposed to do, so others can also have what is for them. It's not all about you. It's not just about you. It's about what you have to do here to help the next person. It's like, you can't have, this pen you can't write with this pen without ink. And I'm sorry, it's such a little stupid like metaphor, but I'm someone's ink. You're someone's ink. And you can't allow yourself to be dried out, leave the pen open and get dried out, because it won't work. We are all connected. And it's very selfish for a person to just continue to live the way they want to live, do what they want to do, not adhere to what God is saying. It's very selfish, because you never know who else you're holding back. And this is for me too. So I have to put on the side, myself on the back burner. I'm no longer putting God on the back burner. And even me making this video, honestly, God been pushing me to do this. I'm honestly not the type of person to get on the video and talk about my journey and my walk with God, because I'm a very open, private person. I talk about what I want to talk about, and I don't talk about what I don't want to talk about. And something like this is something I don't talk about with people. I usually keep it in a certain group of friends, or honestly to myself, and have me and God just deal with it. But God has been pushing me towards the front, and I'm not a back person. I'm not a front person. I feel like I'm a middle person. Like, I'm the person in the room where I'm very observant. I'll sit back and I'll observe. And if something needs to be said, I'll say it. But if people are talking, expressing, I'm the one sitting back listening. And I will say something, but I like to listen and observe more than talk. But I'm not an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. I'm an ambivert. I guess that's what it's called. But yeah, even me making this video, like, is being obedience in God. Being obedient in what He's telling me to do. Hey, start documenting your journey. Talk about it. And one thing I learned with me, the things that help, the things that help me hear, help me like see what's going on, is me talking and writing. And one thing the enemy tries to get me to do is shut my mouth. Suffer in silence. I've suffered in silence long enough. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to speak. And when I speak, sometimes I'm like, I do know what I'm talking about. Like, oh, shoot, okay. I'm not a public speaker. I can do it. I've done it with jobs. But God is pushing me more to speak, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what my message was about today. Adhering to what God is saying, obeying the season, knowing the season you're in. I am 32 years old. I have never paid attention to what season I'm in. And you hear about it all the time. Oh, it's a season of breakthrough. It's a season of this. But it's like, but is that for me? Is that the season I'm in? It could be for them, but is that the season I'm in? Because right now, I'm in the season of restoration, of God preparing me for what He has for me. I'm in a season of like prayer closet, being to myself, and not a loneliness, but a secret place. That's the season I'm in, and I like it. It's hard because, you have people in your life that you want to give to right now, but you can't, because it's not your season. You cannot wear sandals. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Okay, I'm in Buffalo, New York. You go ahead and wear some flip-flops in January, February, in a snowstorm. Let's see how well you do. Like, I can't wear flip-flops in January in Buffalo. It's not the season. It's not the season. So I know what season I'm in, and I have to obey it, and I have to adhere to what God is saying. And it's just, it's been good. I've never had like the hunger I have for reading my Bible. Like, I don't get me wrong, like I read my Bible, like I've listened to the audios where I've read the whole Bible, like listen to it. But sitting and reading the Bible, like when this window was open, so I've been reading my Bible, and it's just been speaking to me, and it's just been so interesting. And it's like seasons are real. Like, this is my season, and I'm going for it. And it's things that you have to let go that hurt, and that you want to be worried about them being hurt. And it's like, yeah, because I have a kind heart, and you don't want to like hurt people, but I also don't want to hurt God's heart. And, it was a song, Jackie Hill Perry, that's my girl. Shout out to Jackie. Like, at the end of her song is Philip Anthony Mitchell. He says, you have to, something about sin. He said, you have to be so, I'm going to give like a context. I don't know exactly what he said. Like, so willing to like abstain from sin that you don't sin no more because you don't want to hurt God's heart. And that is so true. That is so true. You have to care about God's heart and not just everyone else's heart and what this person would think or how this would make them feel and stuff like that. But truly caring about God's heart, like, aren't you done? Like, hurting his heart is not like a disappointment, but it's like he probably something like, man, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Like, I see what you can be, and you just keep allowing less. I want more for you. And so you have to just understand that. So that's my little TED Talk for today, or Nay Talk, or whatever. Talk today. And I know what season I'm in. I'm wearing the proper clothes, and I am just, I'm liking it. And it has its struggles inside of it. Don't think just because, I'm in my season, this is my season, that you're not going to have things that try to get you out your season. That you got to fight. That you got to pray. That you really got to like continually fight for. Just because you're in the season don't mean that it's no more troubles and no more things that try to get you out your season. Heck no. The enemy wants you bound. He don't want you like flourishing. So yeah, that's my little Nay Talk for today. Be blessed. I'm doing these just to show my journey and to help somebody. I'm speaking up. Something I wouldn't do, something I don't do. I'm on social media, but I don't always post. And I know I'm being pushed to post. So here's a post. Alrighty.